But what we sometimes forget is one of the number one trick in the book of the Shaytan, and that is, if he can't get to the believer in something which is so obviously wrong in action, what does he do? He comes to wait for you on your good actions. What does he do with that? Allahu Akbar. This is the most subtle way and the best trick he does for the believers, for the strong believers. He comes up to you and says, you know, you've been helping out the Muslim community a lot, mashallah. You are involved in da'wah, mashallah. You're part of the organization, or you're part of this or that organization, mashallah. Well done, good on you. The Shaytan tells you that. He whispers in your head and says to you, good, it's very good. Keep going. But you know what he's doing at the same time? He's waiting. He says, I'm going to make him or her go, and I'm going to make them use every energy in their body to do the good deed. And then when they do the good deed, without them realizing, I'm going to play with their intentions. And this is what the Shaytan does. Hey, look, people are saying good things about you. This is a blessing from Allah. You should increase in that good deed. So then you go to the next step. Continue. Look at that. You just discovered that you've got a nice voice in Quran. You've got a nice way of speaking to people. Look how many people are following you. MashaAllah. Look at the sisters in the back. MashaAllah, they're intrigued by what you say. Soon you're going to get married. You can choose anyone you want. Look at these brothers, MashaAllah. They've got lots of fathers there. Impress the fathers. Get married. For the sake of Allah, get married. But impress them through your good work. So now he subtly changed your intention without you realizing. In the name of hasanat, in the name of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, marriage, Allah loves marriage. You know, guiding people, mashallah, Allah loves guiding people, right? All these things. And then he says to you, after a while, you find yourself doing these good deeds and wasting all that time, but your intention is now no longer fully for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What happens to those deeds? Allah says in the Quran about these types of people, الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Wallahi, this verse scares us. It says, the ones who their road in life, their struggle in life, their seeking of good rewards in life becomes lost. They lose their path. And they assume all this time that they were doing good deeds. Allah spoke about the priests and the rabbis at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. This ayah came down in there about them. They do all these good deeds on the outside, but they're doing it not for Allah. They're doing it for the wrong God, for the wrong purpose. So these people, they work good deeds, but now I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for the marriage. I want to impress the fathers. I want to do it now for money. I want to do it so I can keep my position as, you know, the president of such and such, or the leader of such and such, or the imam of such and such, or for this reputation or that reputation. So now the deeds begin to become a disaster. I wanted to open it up with this because these are one of the most subtle tricks the Shaytan attacks the true believers. However, Iblis did say something else. He had to admit something to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah knows everything Shaytan is thinking, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything, right? So the Shaytan had to admit something. He said, one type of people I will not be able to lead them astray in their actions, and I can never play tricks on them. What did he say? إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. I will lead them all astray by sitting on their straight path, except among your servants who obey you. Listen to it very intricately. He's not saying all your servants. He is saying your servants, meaning the Muslims, the believers who follow you, who pray, who believe in you. Among them, not all of them, among them is a special elite team. I will not be able to reach them. Who are they? Iblis admits, Al-Mukhlasin. They are the ones who are sincere in their actions. They do it only seeking the pleasure of Allah and only wanting the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and only wanting the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And fearing the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone and fearing displeasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. This is what exacerbates, this is what exemplifies and gratifies any action, whether wallahi it's a tiny atom seed of an action or a big action the size of a mountain.